Conscious that Article 10 of the Constitution espouses the national values and principles of governance, which include the rule of law, democracy, and participation of the people. Further conscious that Article 94 of the Constitution provides that Parliament manifests the diversity of the nation, represents the will of the people, and exercises their sovereignty. Recognizing that there is need to embrace consultation, dialogue, and consensus building as a way of resolving issues of concern to the people of Kenya. Cognizant that despite the constitutional and legal reforms on the electoral process and the electoral laws, after every election cycle there has been mistrust of electoral outcomes, leaving the country divided. Further cognizant that the efforts to enhance constitutionalism, the rule of law, and respect for human rights need to be promoted. Aware that there have been previous calls and attempts to building consensus on issues of concern to the people of Kenya through bipartisan engagements in Parliament. Appreciating the need to establish an all-inclusive forum for dialogue, consultation, and consensus building in seeking to promote the peace, stability, and prosperity of the country. Acknowledging that the majority party in Parliament and the minority party in Parliament have agreed to embrace dialogue through the establishment of a National Dialogue Committee to recommend a way forward on the issues of concern to the people of Kenya. Now, therefore, the House of Parliament resolves as follows. 1, that the two Houses of Parliament establish a National Dialogue Committee consisting of 10 members to represent the Kenya Kwanza Alliance, Kenya Kwanza, a coalition constituting the majority party of the Parliament of the Republic of Kenya, and Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party, Azimio, a coalition forming the minority party of the Parliament of the Republic of Kenya. 2, that each coalition shall appoint 5 members to the National Dialogue Committee. 3, that the membership of the National Dialogue Committee shall be drawn from Parliament and outside Parliament. 4, that the National Dialogue Committee shall comprise the following members to represent Kenya Kwanza: Honorable Kimani Ichung'wah, Delegation Leader; Governor Cecily Mbarire, Deputy Delegation Leader; Honorable Senator Aaron Cheriot; Honorable Omar Hassan Omar; and Honorable Catherine Wambilianga. 5, that the National Dialogue Committee shall comprise the following members to represent Azimio: His Excellency Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, Delegation Leader; Honorable Opiyo Wandayi, Deputy Delegation Leader; Honorable Amina Muyanzi, Honorable Eugene Wamalwa, and Senator Okongo Mogeni. 6, that the mandate of the National Dialogue Committee shall be to facilitate dialogue and consensus building and recommend appropriate constitutional, legal, and policy reforms on issues of concern to the people of Kenya to be framed by the National Dialogue Committee in line with the Constitution and the laws of the Republic of Kenya and respecting the functional and institutional integrity of the state organs. The House of Parliament notes the House and Azimio shall support the National Dialogue Committee. 8, that the technical team representing Kenya Kwanza shall comprise the following persons: Dr. Mudhomi Thiangolu, Dr. Linda Musumba, Dr. Duncan Ojwang, and Nick Biketi. That the technical team representing Azimio shall comprise the following persons: Honorable Jeremiah Kioni, Professor Adam Solo, Abakar Zain Abakar, and Lynn Ngugi. 10, that further the National Dialogue Committee shall be assisted by 2 officers designated as communication secretaries, one of whom shall be appointed by the leader of the majority party and the other by the leader of the minority party. The Houses of Parliament further resolve 11, that the National Dialogue Committee shall formulate and adopt a framework agreement to guide the bipartisan talks. that the National Dialogue Committee shall report to the leadership of Kenya Kwanza and Azimio coalitions within 60 days, and after that submit its report to Parliament. That in the execution of its mandate, the National Dialogue Committee may invite, engage with, and consider submissions from stakeholders, collect views from the public, and engage experts, professionals, and other technical resource persons as necessary. 14, that the National Dialogue Committee shall determine its own rules of procedure. And 15, that the speakers and clerks of both houses of Parliament shall provide secretariat and any other necessary support to facilitate the work of the National Dialogue Committee. Can the majority leader and minority leader approach the chair?